I'm just from a town, a nearby town from where I stay, and of course everything was not very fine. The police were everywhere, and in fact a young man was shot dead in the process of demonstrations. Now, unfortunately, in Kenya, when we talk about demonstrations, they are never peaceful. I've seen demonstration in other countries, very peaceful, people walking around, just holding maybe the placards and, sending a message. I don't know. In Kenya, it seems that there are young men who are jobless, and obviously they have taken to the grounds just to abuse the name demonstration. They do not understand what it means by peaceful demonstration. So guys, from that town I was, in fact, I had gone to hospital with my small kid, and of course, when I was in hospital, I had young people running around. I could not even feel him because I was in hospital queuing for treatment. And I had people running around outside, the police following them, and the tear gas thrown all over. Again, I just after it had cooled down, I went downtown looking for some, some piece of clothes because children are on half term. And so I was targeting to get some t-shirts and some clothes for the girl and the boy that has yet to arrive. So going that side again, I saw the police following another crowd, and the people were crazily running around for their life. Of course, the shop we were in, they had to lock it, They had to close it down because they were afraid that people could come in and loot. And so we were just scared when we were in there, in the shop. And we waited for some minutes before we came out. But coming on the streets, things were tensed. I even wanted to take some videos, but I couldn't. Because now we have opportunistic people all over. And they had just looted from a supermarket that we were targeting to go buy some goods from. Yeah, they had stolen some gas cylinders, and they had also stolen some products from business people who were selling products around. Yeah, there was a given old man who lost every other pineapple he was selling. So you can imagine such losses. And I also saw some young man who had been injured on the legs because they were pressed down and something like that, So they were fracas all over. And the police went around. Of course, when you look at my status and my TikTok page and Facebook, you will see that actually I had posted something on the police who are barricading and moving on the streets. So guys, Kenya, it seems we are yet to get to know what peaceful demonstrations are. Now, I was just checking on what Raila said at a funeral. And let me start with that before I get to show you what is exactly happening in Kenya. Welcome on board if you're coming and things are not very well. I hope that as it's coming tonight, people will cool down, but things have not been good. In fact, at some point, the government has sent some individuals to NTV to cut their signal so that they do not air. They were airing everything live. And they have also banned people from taking videos from the grounds where demonstrations are going on. Whatever the fears, we do not understand, but people have fallen, men. Yeah, we have some people, young people who have died in the process. So let's look at this here. And remember, this is one man that is very vocal, Raila Odinga. Let's listen to what he said about demonstrations.
Alikuwa rafiki. Ni vyema mimi namjua. Boma hii hapa mimi si mgeni. Tumekaa hapa na mwanangu na huyo mzee. Na vile mnaona huyo mzee ni mzee ambaye alikuwa na maono. Tena alikuwa ni mzee ambaye alikuwa anapenda watu. Mabibi 5, wasichana 4. Hiyo Mungu alipanga namna hiyo. Kama mzee alikuwa na mabibi kama 5, sisi tunaleta fujo, watu wanapigwa, watu wanawawa. Hiyo ni sababu maandamano inakuwa na shida katika taifa letu. Hii ni maneno mimi nimeshaambia hata serikali. God,
Yeah, so guys, somebody has just asked what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about what has happened in the streets. I've just told you I came from the town, and some young person has been shot down in the process of demonstrations. The Dark Wing MC is saying, what are you talking about? Of course, I'm talking about the current situation in Kenya. A lot of blood, fire and all that on the streets. Now, understand me, whatever I'm saying here, Rabin Isaac High, the Queen MC High, Evelyn Murithi High, Maandamano, yes. So Maandamano has not gone well today. I had to run at some point in town because people are looting, running all over. And I told you that I was in a hospital. And of course, they just had to lock doors. And then later on, I was in a supermarket, and there are people who came about looting. They even stole gas cylinders and young people there. So one young person was shot, in fact, in the process, and the police had to also arrest some. That's what I'm saying, the Queen MC. I don't know which country you're from, and give me a like for this. And I'm also informing you that NTV signal has been, plucked down. So they are only airing using other ways of transferring or transmitting their news. But Engineer Bernard Onyari revealed clearly that it happened that the CA was switched off and NTV signal could not get to them. So of course, if you don't believe what I'm saying, I'll show something on this. Rabin Isaac High, give me a like and follow what I'm going to make you go through. Now remember, Raila actually said that demonstrations were legal, or rather they are allowed. It's constitutionally allowed. However, when the police decide to shoot, like they are scaring people with tear gas, that is when the young people decide to revenge. I don't know. Is that actually the state of affairs? I'm not very agreeing with that fully, because in the town I was, the people who were demonstrating were not even intending to demonstrate. Some of them were just intending to loot from the shops around and targeting food and all that. Yeah, so let's look at this, what NTV was showing us as the state of affairs in Nairobi.
On your screen that NTV signal has been switched off by CA. We know we have police officers and officials from the Competition Authority who went to our facility, the NTV facility in Limuru, and to get a sense of what exactly happened, we are now joined live on phone by Bernard Onyari, who's the NTV site engineer. Onyari, good afternoon. I hope you're okay. You could begin by telling us whether you're okay and what exactly happened.
Good afternoon, Dan.
Yes.
I am okay at the moment. Around 4 officials came from CMA, accompanied by 3 policemen, who actually stopped our compound and directed me to show them where our mains are, to take our transmitter. But I told you there's no need of taking the GENZ, that is for the uplink system. The only thing we can do, the easiest thing, is that to unplug.
So guys, you can clearly see what's happening, what has been happening around the country during the day. I could not actually air this during that time because I was up, running up and down. In fact, with those confrontations and again with the blockage of, taking those videos and the prevention of people airing from demonstration grounds. So there are some videos, of course, I took and just kept them. Now remember, in one situation, a lady was just relaxing when the police had to attack her and, want to make her feel like she's in the wrong. Now this lady had to protest and indicate that she is not going to listen to what the police are saying. So let me show you again that scene because I don't want you to miss on anything here. So this is the case.
Come and kill me. Come and kill me. No, babe. No, we have our rights. We're seated there. They're coming to Tokeni. Why are they doing that to us? Come and kill me. Come and kill me. Babe, leave me alone. That's my lady. Come and kill me. Come and kill me. Come and kill me. We're seated there very, very well. Seated there down very, very well. Wanakuja kutuambia tunataka kutuchapa. Why these police officers, like, we're saying end police brutality, but they're still harassing us? Fuck them. Fuck you all.
So guys, I hope you've seen the state of affairs in the country and how it was, and of course in the process, the Kikuyu law court was torched down, and in the process, of course, it's not only Nairobi where people are demonstrating. Even in small towns like Nakuru, Kisumu, Kitale, there were demonstrations all over. And the protests, even as you check on Al Jazeera currently, it will clearly show you that two people were shot in the protests that mark 1 year after the fall of the heroes who died after penetrating the central, that is the State House. So guys, there was a lot of fire, and even currently, I think you can see this. This is what is still happening. That is still what is happening currently as the GENZs are protesting. Remember yesterday, some of them already had paid the mortician money, and they are willing to die and be buried. They are saying they will not die or suffer kneeling, but they'll fall standing on their feet. So at some point, of course, you can't even take the films because, of course, they are not allowing that. You have to do that very carefully, and gunshots around, 2 guys already down, but the process is still going on, and citizens are just feeling like the ballot box will be the entire, you can hear the shots going on in the city. The ambulances and firearms all over. Now look at the police with the horses there. And of course it was clearly indicated that their goons will be coming. The police also are a special branch that was particularly trained to handle the matters of today. So obviously, if you remember 2025, it happened that confrontation between the police and citizen went on for a long time. And with the time, whatever happened is that now, finally at night, the police went for one by one. And a lot of young people died in the process. So you can imagine people are tired. It's a whole day. Gen Zs are not getting tired. People are saying to Mechoka, go sleep, but they are not going to sleep. Remember yesterday they declared that they are not going to die while kneeling, they are going to die while standing on their feet. Some of them already paid the mortician some money, so they are not scared for whatever will happen. Now you can see some press people there, but it was clearly indicated that the press people should not go shooting here. So you are just risking if you are there shooting. So guys, you heard yesterday even one spokesman who is in this demonstration saying that Iran, or rather the war that was happening internationally, was just paused to allow people to demonstrate. I don't know. Remember the picketing was indicated as illegal, but that did not stop the Gen Z. And up to now, they are still on the streets. And I've just told you that it's not a Nairobi situation only. It's all over the country. And of course, having found information from other places like Nakuru, Kisumu, things were not very fine. Yeah, everything was on its worst. And of course, we had a man with a knapsack sprayer offering relief to tear-gassed protesters, yeah, allowing them to cool while it was too much. Yeah, so guys, I don't know what we can do, but it seems in Kenya, the Gen Zs have decided that things are not going to work until they get what they want. I don't know whether justice will be offered.
He was killed in a police cell right here in the city center. The reason why he was arrested is because he posted something against the deputy police boss, allegation, bribery allegations against him. So he had Ojwang arrested, and then he ended up dead. So people are very angry about that. They're saying that there is a lot of police impunity. If you go to
So far, other grounds are a bit safe, but still, if you're wise, you should rush home. However, there are grounds that were very, very risky.
Endelea siku nyingine. Emmanuel Toru, runinga ya Citizen, Nairobi.
leo hii imekuwa ni mara ya pili kwa vijana wa GENZ sheria na kimantiki. Hivyo basi chama hicho kinaitaka mamlaka ya mawasiliano kufuta agizo lake.
So guys, of course, NTV has faced a backlash from the government. As I told you, their signal was tampered with by the government. However, thank God for the other digital forms in which communication is allowed, airing is allowed, and they have been able to air a lot of information on the current events. We have several people who have perished in the process and others injured. Of course, it is indicated that it's one or two, but the reality is it's not one or two. So that's the process that is still going on. I don't know how long it will be going on, but let's just pray that people will maybe rest now that it's night and Kenya will become peaceful. So you can, guys, you can imagine such confrontations. And as I told you, I was with a kid then, and I wouldn't have filmed anything. But the scene I saw was a very worrying scene, with people running up and down, looters ready to loot. Your phone, you had to hold it steadily. You had to run for your life. You had to hide somewhere. And as I can tell you, things are still going on, and be sure that by tomorrow, it may not be good. Some people may have lost their kids, and remember, young people are not worried anymore at what will happen to them. For them, they say, let me die on the war, but then I would have done something that ran away. Yeah, you look at Kisii region, the deputy regional police boss had to have dialogue with the young protesters so as to cool down situations. I wish this was the situation all over. Unfortunately, in some places, the police did not act. All we could see is the continuation of a war, a confrontation. Yeah, so things are not very good. If you are anywhere in the city, you would rather go home and wait for tomorrow. See that? Cars being laced down, the police vehicles right there. You can imagine a woman, a lady police was roughed up, and even as one man tried to protect her so that she's taken away, the young people had to attack her, you know. Ambulances all over, it's also a bad scene. Sasa yeah.